Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Let's start out today's video. We're going to be taking a look at the most underrated and overrated brawlers right now in ranked. And the first one's going to be Mo. I know what you're thinking straight away. I did a video on this, not too long ago and including Mo. But I've got to talk about it, okay? I've got to talk about the fact people are still heavily underrating Mo. I'm seeing Mo in like C tier and some people's tier lists. I'm seeing Mo just heavily underrated by people in my tier list comment section on Reddit, etc. And I think Mo's such a good asset right now. I really think he is. So the only argument I can have is that we've not seen any like big tournaments or monthly qualifiers even, and of course monthly finals. We've not seen any with the new meta, so people are hesitant. But I just think Mo's so good. I've explained it so many times. You can see here in this matchup, I'm clearly getting outranged. I picked Mo pretty early on, so I've just switched to speeding ticket instead, which gives me extended range, which is really good here. And I'll play a bit of a different role. So what I'll do here instead is that I'll just play pretty passive, just wait for my moments and just slowly build up my super. Instead, like when I use the normal star power, I'm just going to go insanely aggro because I've got really good damage output. You see here, already 2 goals up. And I'm just going to just run in for no reason. And I don't know why I don't know why Carl used super there, because I was literally a clear goal. All 3 of them on the right. Now I just look like an idiot for going in, even though it was for good reason. Okay, so we just kind of got our meatball killed there. But yeah, as I was saying, with Mo, he's just a pretty versatile brawler in the meta. And the good thing I like about him is that he counters so much with his super. Like, you can... With Mo, of course, you're going to struggle against, like, throws, for example. But then once you get his super, you can just fly over the wall, get the kill. Pretty much every brawler in 1 versus 1, he can kill with his super. And here, I wasn't absolutely hard carrying because we had a decent composition and some good teammates as well. But in other games when I played Mo, I've pretty much always got star power in terms of pure damage. You can see I've got very little damage here because those are 3 pretty hard counters in my opinion, like Charlie outranging and Pets, then Stu outranging and just wiggling around, and then Bell as well. Normally these brawlers are hard to face off against, but swapping the build is really important in ranked. I still think it's criminally underrated. Please play more Mo. I want to know if you guys think he's underrated still. I think he is. He surely is. By the community consensus on Twitter and Reddit, he's underrated, guys, okay? Let's jump into the next one. All right, guys, so jumping into the second underrated brawler on this list, I think he's got to be the most underrated brawler in the game right now. It is Byron. So he tends to go under the radar a lot, but it's been a very long time since I've seen anyone talk about Byron. He's not been played in my ranked games whatsoever. Has he fallen off, or is he just incredibly underrated, like I said? I think he's pretty good in the meta. I think booster shots allows him to cycle super really well. You can see here, I'm literally 1 shot away from super already. I'm just going to gadget and be annoying, but there we go, we've got our super. Okay, they haven't fixed that bug. I thought they fixed that bug where once you use your booster shots, like, I should have super right now, basically, and I could run up to this Piper, get a kill, but I can just do that anyway. Beautiful. But yeah, with Byron, I think he slept on because loads of brawlers got their gadgets nerfed, right? But Byron didn't get his booster shot gadget nerfed, and you can spam this every 14 seconds. And right now I'm using the gadget charge gear because I just want to spam as many of these as possible. So I'm just going to heal Squirrel here. Backs against the walls here because we haven't got an 8-bit turret. There we go. That's also going to help Byron get even more heals. What I'm going to do here is just run up. Squirrel can hopefully charge another super. That should be Piper dead. This could be... Oh, I was hoping I could get the call as well. One good thing about Byron as well is that he's got really good surprising range. I think he's got very similar to brawlers like Piper. Hardly any brawlers like outrange him completely in the game. So, oh, that was about to be another kill on Zakar. That's unfortunate, but now we've got a perfect setup here with 8-bit. I don't think they're really going to be troubling us anytime soon because of the amount of heals that I can provide. Yeah, I like Byron. I think he's solid. Like in Brawl Hockey as well, I've been going a little bit of Byron. It seems to be working a lot of the time. And now they've got to press into us with an 8-bit turret. I don't really see a world where they come back here, honestly. So, oh, Angela, I wanted to get some supercharge there. Trying to get some wider angles here. And Piper, you can just stay on me all day long if you want, because you are not getting a kill. Okay, I missed all my heals here. Please. Okay, it doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter if she jumps in on us. I was actually pretty scared for half a second, then I realized, they've got to get a lot of kills here. I've done nothing in the last 3 seconds, but all is good. Byron has to be underrated. He is the definition of underrated in this meta. Never seen him played, but he's not a terrible brawler. He's a good brawler, as you can see. He's just decent against everything. Maybe people need to stop sleeping on him and try him a little bit more. Probably he is a bit better than people are giving him credit for. So that's going to be second. Let's jump into number 3. All right, guys, jumping into one of the most underrated brawlers in the game right now. it is Shade. So Shade is the definition of underrated. He is a very niche brawler. Okay, so it's not saying he's a crazy strong brawler, but he is underrated. I just don't see him played enough. This is an absolutely terrible spot to play in, by the way. I don't even know how we won one round. But Shade, it's all about getting his first super. His first super is pretty impossible to get most of the time, but once you get it, if the opponent slip up, you can keep cycling your supers time and time again, and that's what Shade is all about. So we're going to go on the wide flank here. Again, this is a horrible map for him, but if we can get this first super, the first round, I absolutely took over the game. So let's see. Okay, we're in a good position here. Let's try and get this grade down. There we go. I'm actually going to... Oh, I shouldn't have wasted that super. Max, come on. Give me. Go, 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 go. Right, we got the goal. We got the goal. That's all that matters. Bit of a wasted super, like I said. We could have probably scored without it, but we've got a max speed here. Max, again, is a great enabler because he can give me speed, whereas normally I probably wouldn't get the opportunity to even get my super. It's definitely going to be Leon close by. Like, he's close, but I'm really close to super now. I'm obviously going to die to Leon, right? In a nice open map. But we're literally a couple of ticks away from super. Hopefully Max can get this away. Nice. Is that a goal? I would love if that was a goal right now. And it's not. Okay. Gray's probably going to use his walking K on me, but that's all good. Be hypercharged. That is not good. Just going to try and waste time here because Leon is invisible. They're definitely going to score because I was just in limbo for the longest time. Yeah, I'm not using super here. Maybe I can defend this low-key. Right, okay, Mystery can... Yeah, I don't know how a 1 versus 3 saved this. Now my teammate's going to go on the counter-attack. Come on, carry me here, carry me here. I'm kind of throwing my own elo going Shade on an open map. But yeah. So right here, I can just super on the B. There we go. I'm going to get the Leon as well. We're actually going to use a super here because I get double speed. May seem a bit of a waste, but... Look at that. Like, if you combine 2 supers in a row, you're just guaranteed to take over the game. You are. That is absolutely insane. And luckily, our circle's going to reveal like a Leon if it goes invisible. Gonna pop gadget here. Gray's going to go really weak. Going to pass this over to the Melody. And we should be able to score, to be honest. That should be a goal. There we go. I don't... Like, seriously, Shade must be so underrated. If I can make him work on the most open map in the game, surely he's actually much better than people are giving him credit for. Again, the problem with Shade is his first super. It's so hard to get because it's got very limited range. But once you get that, pretty much you got to just try and just go in. It doesn't even matter if you die. Just get that first super. And then after that, don't waste it. Cycle it. And you're going to take over the game. So Shade is incredibly underrated. But now let's hop into the overrated. All right, guys, jumping into the first overrated brawler on the list, I've gone with Penny. So Penny always goes through these phases where she just gradually goes really... Well, not gradually. She gets some buffs. She becomes one of the best brawlers in the game. And then she gets gradual nerfs and she just slips down. So last meta, we already seen that Penny just wasn't the best of brawlers in the meta. The one prior to that, so 2 metas ago, Penny was like the most picked brawler in scrims, in tournaments, etc. So the crazy meta was, of course, a big deciding factor as to why Penny just has fallen off. And then, well, I think at the same, yeah, after that, so after she was one of the best brawlers in the game, she got a hypercharge rate nerf, which does make Penny a lot less viable in the meta. And I just think there's a lot better counters to her right now. And also just more brawlers that get value. Let's see if we can score here. Without choking. Yes, we can. So I've actually been raging at this game because my Piper, well, the pick Piper late pick. I don't know how it's working right now, but it was a terrible first game. Now we've got some matchups. So I can put this Penny turret all the way in the back here just because we want to keep our first one in a safe spot. So we seem to be doing all right here, but normally there's just too many counters to Penny. Like literally here, Barley was just following me the whole lane. I just couldn't really do anything. I'm not saying she's a terrible brawler, but she definitely is overrated. Like I see people go Penny still far too much. I'm still seeing people be like, Penny? Why did you put Penny in B tier? Well, Penny is the easiest B tier brawler in the meta right now. Again, she's not bad. I think B tier is good. It's like above average. Like it's still an okay pick in most places, but in a draft format right now, there's still just too many better brawlers. So I need to place this Penny turret in a spot where it doesn't get destroyed. So let's place it there. That was a really weird spot, but that Barley super came at a bad time. The hypercharge itself is still really good. I think the only game mode where I'll consider playing Penny a lot right now is Hot Zone, because she's always going to be a good Hot Zone brawler. But elsewhere, like Gem Grab, there's just too many brawlers that will run it down against her. Like Brawl as well, there are too many brawlers that can run it down against her. I just don't really like going Penny too much in this meta. So Piper opens it up again. Nice. 45 seconds to hold on. This Lumi's starting to get a bit of a hang of how to play her right now. In the first set, I don't think she really knew how to play Lumi, but there we go. Stu's going to try and... Well, I don't know what he's really doing, to be honest. First game, he was playing really well, but right now, just not really the best. I'm just going to put this turret all the way in the open again. Just because I know I'm going to cycle it by the time it gets destroyed by this Barley. No one wants to face this Barley. And this is a bad situation to be in, by the way. So we need to just go over to him. There we go. Because the longer we leave it, we're just going to get pinched. And this is actually a really comfortable game. I really thought from the first round we played, I was going to lose. So yeah, Penny, just, I think, definitely overrated by the majority. Definitely. One brawler that I've seen commented the most on my tier list. I don't even know what's happening here. Yeah, definitely overrated in my opinion. Just stick to hot zone. Maybe it's like a late pick, but I still think most time you could just run it down too easily against that. I just think the randoms that I was facing just weren't good because I don't know how they didn't win, considering we're using 3 sharpshooter brawlers into Max and Barley. I just don't know how they didn't win that. Right, that's going to be the first most overrated. Let's hop into the next. Guys, jumping into the second most overrated brawler in the game. I've gone with Grom, and this again, it comes down to you guys in the comments. So with Grom, I just don't really see where people are like coming at the angle that his hypercharge or anything is that good. I've played 2 rounds now, and I'm literally yet to get a hypercharge. I'm yet to really do anything. I mean, I've been okay. Also, I think this bell is the only bell to have this alien fame bling, whatever it's called, pin. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, the alien fame pin. I think it's Uncle Mon. But anyways, with Grom, I don't know. He definitely is a noob stomper, and this time around, I'm actually close to getting my super, but I think Grom's just way too prone to any sort of aggression. Like, anyone that opens their eyes, for the most part, can just juke out his attacks. So now I've got super very early on, though. I think this Grey has not been cooking whatsoever this time. As I said, like a nice open map like this, what is Grom going to do? It's only really... I think, like, Knockout's probably the best place for him, because there's not a lot of aggression going down in Knockout. But still, with this type of meta, with like so much grey, so much like stuff going on here. And we'll use the super on the Grey and hoping we can get the kill onto him. I'm just going to shoot this way and hopefully... Oh, I was hoping Jean could maybe like tap him up as well. Alright, this Grey's really annoying. I can't seem to do anything against him. I'm going to get pushed back. Failed Gene Paw. This is going to invite a lot of pressure, so we've got to be careful here. Just got to protect our RT. Our RT has all of our stars. Protect him, keep our distance against this grain, don't feed him. Oh, the Gene's fed him. And now, again, we can, a couple of people can die here. I mean, I don't want to die, but we can. Now, we can't die. No one can die. Don't think this Grey's anywhere close to his hook. We do have a super if needed. We've got to be careful here. Gene, stay alive, please. Everybody stay alive. Oh, the RT just clutches up in the end. Oh, if that Grey literally used super like a tiny bit later, he would have actually got... Oh, it was in range and Uncle Mo. But you can see, Grom was just terrible. I didn't get a hypercharge in 3 games. I know I'm using him on a more open map, but that's just the maps in the rotation right now. So Grom just isn't good. He's only really good on like Bell's Rock. I'm trying to think of any other ones, really. Bell's Rock, thinking maybe Dry Season and Bounty, that's about it. So yeah, Grom just isn't good. The meta around him isn't good. Against noobs, yes, he's going to be good. Maybe if you're around Legendary, buy the Hypercharge by all means. But he's not good in the meta, guys. Just please stop it. So that's going to be another overrated. Let's jump into the last one. Right, guys, so jumping into the final overrated brawler on the list, I have gone with Amber. So Amber has fallen off dramatically in the previous meta and right now. She used to always be the go-to brawler, but now I just think there's a point where there's too many hypercharged brawlers in the game. There's too many brawlers that can make a big of an impact. You've also seen the rise of a lot of mid-range brawlers where, of course, they're going to counter the likes of Amber. You see the rise of like B as well, counters Amber. The rise of Meeple counters Amber, Janet, etc. There's a lot of these brawlers that just counter Amber. What is she really good at right now? She's just kind of like average at everything. So again, she used to always be really good in other regions. She used to always be like one of the best brawlers, like S tier and NA for whatever reason. I mean, she was like a solid A tier brawler in the meta for a while. I'm hoping this dude's got that. Nice. But you see these stats. These stats, I've just actually done nothing the entire game. I just felt like this should be a map where Amber's actually decent on, but I'm not really making an impact whatsoever. Right, I'm going to try and find the angle here. I'm waiting for these guys to split up. I'm going to just hold a hockey puck and just wait. Just wait for my time to shine. Again, I don't want to give them possession here. Could maybe just pass this off and try and get some damage down. Okay, I mean, Leon gets the kill. Again, I'm just doing nothing right now. It's all about ball position here. So if we... I want this Max just to run out. I want this Max to run out of position. We're just playing hide and seek right now. Okay. This dude's going to go in. Leon Hypercharge. We might be able to do something here. It's going to go in now. Maybe we can get some good pressure going. There we go. Might be able to get Amber down. Meeple's pretty weak as well. Amber down. Janet is down. That was close. That was close. I mean, I was just dancing around for like a minute straight. But I didn't want to give them it. They had a max speed and they had a Janet super. I did not want to give them the hockey puck. Alright, this time around. The problem is they've got a Meeple. Meeple's just so good at defending. Let's just keep trying to change position against this Janet. I mean, it's just impossible. The Janet Hypercharge. Like, look at that. What can you even do? I can't believe some people are thinking as well about Janet. I mean, I wanted to put Janet in the A tier, by the way. She's absolutely S tier. Absolutely. Look at this. This is ridiculous. What can I even do into this? I'm just hoping my teammate respawns in time. Because that super is just dumb. Right, I'm going to pop Gadget here. That Gadget's not really going to do too much for them. I should have probably caught that. Max is going to go weak. Janet's going to take to the sky, which is actually going to leave them in a 2 versus 3 situation. And I might be able to get a good super off. Oh, just narrowly. Actually, I hit the Meeple. Okay, this is good. Max isn't healing up as well. 2.3k damage is insane with that Meeple, by the way. Alright, let's just throw out the super here. See if we can connect onto anyone. I think we just missed the Janet, but all of them are weak. Let's see if we can pass this over to Leon, maybe. Leon, have you got us? No, you've not. Meeple is incredibly weak right now. Alright, we've got to keep up the pressure. Meeple's weak. Got to try and keep our distance here against all of these guys. I've got no ammo though. Just gonna pop Gadget because when am I gonna get value out of this Gadget? Never. Saying that, watch Max just do things. Right. Oh, that's just barely not gonna go in. We need a Leon super desperately. We need something. Stu with the angle, maybe. No, Max is gonna save this. I don't want to feed Janet either. This is such a stalemate right now. Come on, Leon. I need your super right now, please. I need it more than anything. Okay, Meeple's going to go down. I've got super. Maybe is Leon can pass it over? I don't think there's going to be a time. All right. I mean, at this point, that's going to be a draw in the game. But this is what I'm saying. I just can't really do anything with Amber. I think there's only a select few maps where I can really do anything. But that's disappointing. All right, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I still get a minus even though it's a draw. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know who you think is underrated and overrated. And I'll see you guys next time.